Looks like it's all working. I'll start from the beginning because now I can see the chat when I join. And I didn't have too long of an intro screen today, I don't think. Let me see if I can get through here. Yeah, I can get through. All right. Kevin, good morning. Walter, good morning. Copper Brovis, good morning. Lee, good morning. Ron is here, good morning. Colleen, good morning. Victoria, good morning. Leningram, good morning. Richard Reinhardt, good morning. Janet and Mashti, good morning. Florian Schwartz, morning. David Balmer, Joaquin Moore. I can see you, Kevin. Strawberry Fields up early. Early bird gets the worm. And process it faster than the later worm into fecal matter. Yes. It's all positives when you wake up early, minus less sleep. I don't know what I'm on to right now. But hello. Eric Lemon, good morning. Dan DeCare, good morning. Cat Yellow. Nova Rain, morning. Rachel Marsland, good morning. I don't know. Sue Pitcher, good morning. Spy Hunter, good morning. Bear in the Garden, good morning. Howdy, good morning. Ford, good morning. Bob Kelly, good morning. Peter and the Birds, good morning. Magic Johnson, Marcia gave Hardens 65th birthdays. Oh, both of them, huh? JY, hello. Corvus Keel, After Dark, good morning. That's right. If there's any good time to talk about poop, it's just after 6 a.m. on a weekday. There's a Polestar for Ron with a ticket. That's Volvo too, right? Where's Gert? Today's going to be a busier day, I think. I don't think I'll be able to come out for a later stream, but who knows? This is what I anticipate anyway, so we shall see. Oh, something just went in my eye. Bagel Boss gets a bit of business this hour. But again, they have no meats in there. No meats. Yes, our favorite book here is Everybody Poops. That's right. How much to street park for the day? It really depends. So if you're in metered parking, I think it could be like up to $10 for those 2 hour period. It also depends on the area. And some of them only allow 1 hour street parking. So people try to park in areas that don't have meters, which is usually the off-avenue streets. But even those now have that too. Sometimes not the whole block, but you know, the overflow from the avenue, even those have paid meter spots now. Like that's an example of one. But actually this one has no standing on the weekdays, which a lot of streets in Midtown also have. Only for commercial vehicles until after hours. Gerard Sedan, good morning. You know, my only comment about the red tree on the highlight, and yes, we talked about the pigeon before in the chat. Uh-oh. That person got the boot, but they also got it in like the worst spot because now it's only going to cause traffic because she can't drive her car now. I don't know, what is the At what point do you get a boot rather than getting towed? I don't really know the infractions you have to commit one way or the other way, the quantity. But yes, we talked about the pigeon. The one comment I have about the red tree is it's pink, not red, but yet they call it the red tree. So I don't know about that. Anyway, John Burke, hello. Stefan Schober, good morning. RJ's here. Yeah, CEO of Chipotle, now the Starbucks CEO. Was it the Starbucks CEO, the one that hated unions? Or was that somebody else in Starbucks? I'm assuming it was the CEO. But doesn't the Chipotle CEO now hate good portion sizes? Teresa, good morning. Ambrose is here, good morning. Murphy, welcome back. Poop Talk got you thinking about Chipotle. Good. And now that you have that mindset, you're really going to be on your A game at naming cruise ships. Javier de la Torre. Good morning. Sean Michael, good morning. Fawn Marie, aloha. Photos is here. Good morning. Jim Gritty, Simple Learning to Poor. Good morning, good morning. In Philadelphia, you get a boot if you have 3 outstanding or more tickets. Then they tow your car a couple of days later. You get the boot if you owe the city $350 or more. So they don't want to just tow it at that point? I don't know. I guess it's easier for them to just slap it on and make you feel more annoyed when you got to deal with it. Well, I guess it's easier than having to find your car at the impound lot. What's most interesting to me about that, Peter, is that like none of this stuff is like really that old. We've had ads at least for a week now in the middle of the stream, but it's on conservative setting. We're trying to let YouTube see if they're going to be more forgiving and not bury us anymore, but who knows. Also, highly recommend YouTube Premium for your own sanities and not having to worry about ad blocking on every device you have. All right, let's cross over. Where we started from. They all hate unions and big portion sizes? Maybe. Probably. I mean, they're there to make the company more money, not to make the consumers happy. If they can do both, that's ideal, but I think one of those trumps the other. Yes, I think the grande is about to become the poquito. Vivek, hello. Thought process. Bobby A, hello. A police car getting the boot. Oh man. Police on police violence. George H, hello. Substantial airs here. It's too bad the boot doesn't have like an automated system where you could just pay it on the spot and like have it removed automatically once the fine is reduced. Line X, always up early. Jerome in Queens, hello. If no cars are coming down, I'm just going to do a diagonal cross here behind the cars waiting to turn. And that's what we did. Jeffrey Wu, hello. Hard to tow a car when it's tucked between other cars. I thought they figured it out pretty well. Don't they just like can't they lift it up a certain way with their little crane? I know I've seen them do it, but I guess it's faster to slap a boot on. That's right, George. Happy-go-lucky, hello. Richard, absolutely. Especially if you watch YouTube any more than like an hour a day, it's probably worth it. How many steps is the walk going to be? Like 10 to 12,000. Not too many. Tom, good morning. Yeah, they should know your geographic location. New York is not known to be a swing state, right? I'm known to keep moving stall. I am known to do that. What was I walking under? I don't know, scaffolding? If that's what you were implying. We're gonna miss this light. If I cross left, I'll have to deal with that scaffolding. That's labyrinthian, but we gotta follow the lights, so. I don't know how YouTube makes those decisions, Peter. It's going to be a while, and there's a bus coming. It's going to be a while because all those cars are non-stop. Hello in Brazil. Hello, John M. in London. Hi. Chocolate coffee. I know a lot of times I say things like, yeah, that name sounds familiar. And people are like, yeah, right, commuter, you don't remember anything. But I'm going to say, you know, you're right. I am having a hard time remembering, unless you had a different name before, but that name does not ring a bell. Clinton Efford, good morning. Well, welcome back either way. Chocolate coffee. A Wizard of Iz knew where to go. Where'd you go? What kind of shoes do I wear? North Face, unfortunately. I shouldn't even talk about them anymore because they're right here and they won't sponsor me. Zombie Butchers. Uh-oh. Okay. Pretty sure that truck ran a red. Biggs and Long Sean recommends, I think, Merrill. Also not sponsored, but should be. Range Rover Sport. Focus. Aren't they right around here? Don't they have a store around here or something? Something. Barbell, hello. Absolutely, Saul. Also, what's the problem? Okay, is this scaffold coming up or coming down? I think it's coming up. I think it's coming up. Because we could look, like if it follows the same pattern, you would see the outlines of the blocks in the ground, rectangular squares. So I think this is coming up, unfortunately. The birth of a scaffold. Sidewalk bridge? Whatever. Those are the shoes I still wear. I still have backup pairs. And yeah. Until I run out, I either will buy more of these, although they're going to be like double the price of when I first bought them on sale, and many copies of them, duplicates, or something else. Highline, Public Library, Ghostbusters Fight. Nice. Pretty much things that you can do for free, which is good. Because there's plenty of them. The city's expensive as it is. Even I get some food. Feel is the cheapest for Ambrose. Do you wear the same pair of running shoes every day? And do you run every day, and how long does a pair last you? 20 questions for Ambrose Chamberpot. Today's the day. So, I think we are. It should be in the title, Simple Learning the Poor. Can you simply learn? I'm kidding. Kidding. Or am I? You'll never know. I've tried New Balance before, never liked them. Hiking shoes, I have some, but I prefer a lightweight sneaker, usually. I used to only wear basketball shoes. They used to be the only ones that really were comfortable for me. Specifically Nike ones, but I seem to be okay with these North Face. Hoka is good for walking. There's the store right there. Right there. G.O., good morning. And this is the other scaffolding. This is the more expensive kind, which is less restrictive compared to the other one you've seen, because you could actually weave in and out of it. In the other one, there's less breaks between the two lanes. I only have 2 or 3 pairs left, Peter, so that's not good. You only answered some of the questions, Ambrose. This is why you don't shotgun questions. You're supposed to answer one question, wait for it to get answered, and then pose another question. That's how it works. You never shotgun questions. We learned that. Tons of shoes. Yes, anyway. Gigi's here. Good morning. 7OM9 Mackel on kick. Not sure what you're saying, but good morning. Now what needs the grounding shoes? Okay. Holly Schuyler, good morning. Johnny 5 likes the Hoka shoes. Andy Diaz is here. Good morning. Hey, that guy had a camera on the front of his SUV. Nova likes Keen. Thank you, 7OM9. On Kick, they're saying they don't understand what I'm saying, but I'm a man. I guess that's true. Umberto, hello. Are we still repeating chats? No, I'm just behind. Now I'm kind of caught up. Run every day, don't alternate. Got it. We got all the questions answered. oh no, but not how long they last if you run every day. Oh man, we're stuck. There's nowhere to go. 7 seconds left of the cars turning, and there's still cars going across the avenue, so we're not going to be able to block them and wait it out. Lisi, good morning. Yevlampy in Arkhangelsk, Russia. Here we go, now I can go. kind of understand what you're saying. But either way, welcome to the stream. Didn't simply learn. I know. Sometimes I'm a bad man. Travis Weeks, hello. We got Arizona transportation fan. I think we can uniquely say that might be one of like the only ones. I mean, how many fans of Arizona transportation are there? I don't even know how many fans of MTA we have in New York, and tons of people use that. Like, what's MTA's satisfaction rate? If they were to do an anonymous poll of MTA's ridership, the millions of riders that take it every day, where would it be? What would be the satisfaction rating? Have they done one? Lasts a year, good form. Everything comes from core strength. That's what I have gathered. No, we're on Fifth Avenue. Come on, take your time. All right. I'm not mad. That's true too. If you had an uneventful day in the subway, you might be okay with it. But I feel like every single time I've been riding, even if I ride it once a week, each of those times there's always been a point at which I'm, keeping my eye on someone that's acting aberrantly, whether it's on the platform or on the subway car itself. So I don't know. Not that it's really any different than before. It's just is what it is. That's probably more of a sign of the other problems the city has. Tom Bach, good morning. History of the Mafia, interesting. Chill out, hello. Got a bunch of holidays today. Does that mean they're gonna have a parade if it's back at Independence Day? Usually they have one up Madison or down Madison Avenue. And I don't remember when they have it usually. Ooh, it's also World Lizard Day. I love lizards. National Tattoo Removal Day, interesting. Jacqueline Dalma, hello. Mars Stubb, it is very nice weather today, actually. Yeah, I think I mentioned that also as I was finishing my statement, Quentin. And not just people, but more and more underlying problems with access to help in a big city. Anyway. Roger O'Kelly, hello. Saul takes NJ Transit. Yeah, I'm so filled up on items in my Pokemon game. I'm just deleting like all my berries. I'll recapture like all of them as I auto-spin stops. Plus we're about to enter the park, which could have a pretty busy catching spree. Auto catching spree, that is. All right. Like yeah, it's unfortunate that you have to feel like that. Oh, so they really are doing stuff with Louis Vuitton. Scaffolding coming up. I don't know what they're going to be doing to that building. I thought somebody in the stream once mentioned that they were going to be losing that building or something. Or are they just refurbishing it? $52% in the fall 2023. Thank you for looking that up, Who Dat Dave. All right, here we go. Indian Independence Day tomorrow. Oh yeah, so, and then baby commuter's still in daycare. She could be going to pre-K soon, but I think it's just gonna be easier to keep her in for now. But we'll see. We'll see how things go, especially after we move. Well, she would have been in 3K because it's based on the calendar year. She was born in January. And you got a Hoka pop-up ad? Oh my goodness. Things are getting worse than ever, huh? Grand Army Plaza is still working on it. Pretty actively at this hour too. They're waiting to turn here, 6 seconds left. Actually, if it's 6 seconds left, I think I can make it. And I did. Before the people turn, that is. Yeah, they're working on this thing even at this hour. So they are trying to get this done. But it's not going to be ready for the end of the year holiday stuff. I think they said for next year. Maybe, if they even get it done in their own timeline. Jeez. That's right, Eugene. Very unfortunate. It's becoming Louis Futton. Louise Futton. People in the chat also said the vessel is coming down. Trust no one, or trust but verify. Alright, almost inside the park. We gotta walk by Williams. It comes to Sherman here. Surrounded by pigeons. He's the true pigeon lady. How am I falling behind all the time? They're rebuilding Grand Army Plaza, redoing it completely. South. They already did north apparently at some point. Now they're doing the south part of it. Plen, good morning. Is it Ambrose? Uh-oh. That guy loves Slim Shady, I think. I heard it playing all the way on my left. Christopher Dotson, good morning. Raving at a bird, hello. Got it, Peter. Good to have you, Napor. Blueberry Lane Shop. Southern Jersey, Polly, hello. Marion C, good morning. I get really behind as an effective hysteria. Might be. Almost the zoo in Central Park. It's a super bench. Ziggy on Twitch, good morning. Don't see any squirrel thieves over here at the moment. Stealing the pretzels like that one time. Lawrence, bonjour. Janice, hi. Good morning. It's a happy looking fluffer. Thomas Stilson in Connecticut, good morning. It really is the best time for the park. The worst time is probably Saturday on a summer day in the afternoon. It's just pretty crowded, actually. I mean, it's nice to see it fully alive, but if you want to just kind of have the place to yourself, early morning on the weekdays is the way to do it. Probably even better early morning on a weekend, because I imagine some people treat their running and cycling as like intertwined with their work days. So if they're going to take a break, it'll probably be on a weekend. So it could be empty at the same hour, emptier at the same hour on a weekend. But what do I know? I did have some coffee this morning. Still feeling a bit sluggish though, so maybe I'll have more at work. Why not? Strawberry Fields approves, then I will. I didn't see my sea lions, but we didn't stop either. What's the fee for the zoo? I don't know. Check the website. Central Park Zoo. Google it. Tomoko in Yokohama, hello. Like, I don't know. Would anybody know the exact price of Central Park Zoo if you just asked them? Who carries that information in their mind? Jim Barrows, good morning. It is quite stormsy. 10,000 benches in Central Park, and many, if not most, have dedications. I think you could also pay to have a new bench installed. Some of them, no, they all have their little plaques. Okay, good. Dean Slope on my left. Photos has not had coffee yet. Get the coffee. Someone who works there, that's possibly true. Although, what's the likelihood of you asking someone randomly who works there, like outside of the park? Outside of the zoo, that is. Low. Minuscule. See? Google helps. Thanks, Gigi. I didn't know, Andy. And I also thought that we're going to close that place down like 12 years ago. But I don't really know what's going on with it. Festa, good morning. We used to do a lot of morning sunrises. We stopped doing sunrise streams after baby Commuter was born. Because I'm usually in charge on morning duty, since I wake up early anyway. That's the cop car inside the park, doing his little sound at runners and cyclists, but I don't really know if there's anything going on or if they're abusing their power. And now he's driving in the park itself. He's off-roading. I think he's looking for Quentin. I called the police on you. I'm sorry. It happened. Kids under 3 free. Baby commuter's under 3 for the next 10 years. Oh, maybe he's here for me. Somebody must have run into the park for something. And now they're on the hunt. You don't see that every day. Noah's here hitting the buttons with the fingers. Yeah, it always happens. Especially if you get a new phone that's a different size than one you've been used to. I don't know how long the bench dedication lasts for. I think it's a long time. I don't know that they ever, I mean, there's still plenty of spaces for benches, it looks like, along the mall. Plenty of gaps. Unless there's a reason they can't put a bench there. Michelle K on Twitch, good morning. Follow Angela, hello, good morning. Ali from Iraq, good morning. Let's say there are 10 employees who work at the front desk of the zoo, and there are 8.3 million who live in NYC. Yes, those are good numbers. Molly Chamber, hello. So you really did call the police, though. Where's the snow? I missed those questions. In the Two Bridges area, Ron. Yeah, we did that before, too. Did I take a look at it? Of course. Did I pre-order it? Of course. Should I have? No. But did I? Yes. It's fine. It's my birthday present to myself since it's this month. Benches are a lifetime endowment. Oh. Whose lifetime? They ran out of donuts. Well, they're not going to find them in Central Park. Karen Baga, hello. Lizzie Banks, good morning. Shlomi, hi. It's like 840 acres or something, isn't it? Even T-Mobile today dropped down. Remember how T-Mobile was keeping us alive last couple of times? Even T-Mobile today. So nothing's consistent. Thank you, Gigi. Uh-oh. I gotta bring it in. Not today, Sue. Not tomorrow either. I think, yeah, no, it depends on where you are, I think. Usually T-Mobile is one of the better ones for like inside a big city like New York, except when it's congested. But I think some of like Verizon, AT&T might have better rural coverage. I'll never tell. One day I will. Maybe they shouldn't do off leash if they're that concerned about their dog doing something bad. I usually trade in the second to last one, and I hold the second to last. The second to last? Not the second to last, but the third to last. So if this is the last one, not last year's, but the years before, it's the one I trade in usually. That's Bow Bridge. I think the only service I've ever had maintain a connection in the LIR under Manhattan, you know, from Penn Station until it gets outdoors again in Queens, is Verizon. That was the only network that maintains a connection. T-Mobile, AT&T did not in that stretch of the Long Island Railroad. But rather than saving this one as a backup, I might have to swap Mrs. Commuter's phone. She was having some weird issues yesterday where the whole screen turned green and needed a full reboot to fix. I don't know if that's just a one-off or signs of trouble to come. I also don't know why that area by Bethesda is sometimes okay and sometimes not. I don't know. Kwok Chan, hello. I think there was a pretty big running group or workout group there today, and if each one of them has a phone. Central Park in general doesn't do too well when it's very congested. So that particular area already struggles, and so maybe that was enough people to spread the wealth of service and have limited bandwidth for the area depending on coverage, but what do I know? Oh, this area that empties out into the water, into the lake here, really overgrows with, I guess these are aquatic plants. When I say the lake, I mean this body of water in Central Park is literally called the lake. I'm not just saying it's a geographic feature. It's a lake, like a pond, a lake. No, it's the name. Photos has to go at 7. That's like right now. I don't know that we ever solved the mystery of the lights in Central Park. They're either on a timer or automatic because of a light sensation, or somebody flips a switch. Nobody knows. Somebody knows. I'm not one of them. Ask the people who know how much the zoo is. Andre, hello. Runner, GPS is important. I saw a post, somehow I sometimes get recommended Reddits from Run NYC, and somebody posted how they ran the saunter essentially around the perimeter of Manhattan, but they paused the watch every time they took a break, so it looked like they ran the 33 miles or whatever in like 5.5 hours. There was one guy that got really mad. But the person did say they paused it during those times. But I guess that still invalidates the overall time. You're only cheating yourself. What's a more reasonable question? None of them. They can Google it. The more reasonable explanation to the scenario is learned helplessness. Iron Bridge. I mean, Oak Bridge. I always call it the Iron Bridge. It's the Oak Bridge. I don't know why I always think about it this way. Probably because of like the intricate designs. Anyway. Yeah, they're only cheating themselves though, because they mentioned it in the post. Anyway, we're looking at Billionaires Row over the lake in Central Park. Yeah, we were just in the Ramble without a B. And left it. The Oak Bridge signifies us leaving it. Something like that, Ron. I guess Steam does keep how many hours you play a game going. They don't really separate it out the days, but you know. I've still been enjoying Earth Defense Force 6. The raccoons in the Hamptons. They're at their summer home. Alright, the Lances are coming, but I made it across. Sean, good morning. I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Why do you pay the fare and then get a ticket at the next stop? I don't get it. It does smell a little foresty. Not the same levels of petrichor after a rain, but you know. Only raccoon politics, that's right. And what those consist of, I still don't know, but we know them better than anybody. RJ, have a good one. Maybe Noah, but the way that's phrased, they have to pay the fare and get the ticket at the next stop. You don't pay the fare and get a ticket. You pay the fare or you get a ticket. It's confusing. Photos has to go because it's after 7 as well. Going to the office with RJ in Colorado. Have a good one. There's like it's a very specific smell. I don't know. Oh well. It's probably chemicals and I'm just inhaling strongly and letting them infiltrate my body. Anthony Butcher, good morning. Yeah, there's off-leash time in Central Park until 9 a.m. How many steps so far? 6,222. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. American Museum of Natural History on my left, encased in trees. Now we're walking along Central Park West, northbound. Uh-oh, lost connection to Twitch on my chat. But hopefully it's... Oh no, my whole service died on my phone, it looks like. Because I'm not seeing any movement here. Well, that's interesting. It's a new one. Let me go to airplane mode. Turn off airplane mode, see if that gets us back into it. Yeah, we're back. Okay. That's the order. Strawberry Fields. Good, I'm able to see the chats right away again. That was weird, yeah, my phone, my chat phone completely decided it was not gonna have service anymore. Alright. Kugel peanut butter? That's the best peanut butter? Follow the rules, Strawberry Fields. She's got that People magazine rolled up, ready to go. Garbage truck. That pickup truck should just go backwards at this point. It knows it's being orphaned, so it's fighting back. Cowboy Slanky Laxer's here. Good morning. Emmanuel, good morning. Did I ever see a Google Map car? Yeah, like once. Biggs and Walk Sean has made it in. Yeah, that pickup truck should just back up now. Well, maybe it won't be so bad. No, I see enough bags on the sidewalk that this could take a minute. Plus, it's on both sides of the sidewalk. Ooh, a garage, but the whole building seems to be busted. Steve, good morning. Some American Political Science Review. Some light summer reading. A sensible chuckle. How's Texas going? Are you guys going anywhere this weekend? I don't remember. Pet stylist is here. Cut above. You're not Ambrose? I could have sworn. Just swore. Beep. Filling up water, the bucket. Free photo sessions. NewYorkAssembly.gov. Huh. Interesting. Oh, they're off to get the new pupper this weekend. Oh. Driving to Nashville. Yellow Submarine Kid Salon. I wonder if they play that on repeat. I haven't been to Big Gay Ice Cream in a while. It's really good. Maybe the dingo ate your baby. All right. Oh, Kugel was a craft brand? Huh. Oh, it was a townhouse for sale. What street are we on? 85th. So we're on West 85th Street. It's a townhouse for sale if anybody wants to check it. The name of the ice cream shop we walked by is Big Gay Ice Cream. They used to have a location in the East Village area. This townhouse is for sale. 117 West 85th Street if anybody's interested in purchasing.
In which?
Wait, what do you mean no? If you try to turn on Uber as a driver, they sometimes don't let you like join the pool if there's not enough rides being requested or something? Destination, a region in the Upper West Side. Usually we hang out at Strauss Park at the end. We'll see. Yeah, a lot of people at my job are out too this week, and I'm technically off next week. So yeah, concerts in the courtyard. I wonder if they sometimes set up instruments and play here. Oh, my thing disconnected. Oh, I'm full on Pokemon. Let's see if there's anything shiny. That's all I'm really looking for. Ooh, a new Dino, but those are not rare anymore, I don't feel like. There's a point where I feel like Dinos used to be very rare. Dino? I don't know. Just hatched a Dratini again. All right. Okay. I had no idea, Rebel. But they are big ice creams. Ambrose only eats pumpkin ice cream, huh? Is that really what you do? You don't eat any ice cream until pumpkin ice cream comes out? Sebastian, good morning. They had lockouts because the city laws that made high utilization. Oh, that's how they do it? Wow. That sounds scummy, Noah. Technically, I don't even, I'm like behind again. I don't know, technically, don't know what I'm talking about. 6.5 millis for that Townhome? Got it. There are more than I can at least think of 2 or 3 alcoholic ice cream spots. I think Swervy might be one, or like Tipsy, something like that. And I know there's one in the meatpacking district for sure. But they're all pre-packaged. I think we asked them about it when we were there with Mrs. Commuter, and they like come from the south somewhere from some manufacturing plant, and then they're all pre-packaged. So it's not like a soft serve that's coming out infused with alcohol. That sounds like it would be pretty cool though if they did have something like that. I haven't seen one of those. Maybe that's one of the ones that I don't know yet. That just means you don't use YouTube Premium. Now we know. Now we know.
Are you kidding me? No. No, they can't.
The phlegm is in control. Kind of. I had decent sleep, I guess. So maybe. Usually the better I sleep, the better controlled my phlegm is. Cars are over there. I don't know if they're going to be moving or not. Head to the next block. YouTube TV? Unfortunately, that's separate from YouTube Premium. Is that your primary TV in the home, YouTube TV? That means you don't have cable TV from the cable company, right? They should at least merge the two. They should give you, like, if you buy YouTube TV, they should give you Premium. I feel like they shouldn't be 2 separate products at that point. Because YouTube TV ain't cheap anymore either. Or TB. I did get the BCG vaccine, since that's the true mark of a fob. Somebody who wasn't born here. I think it's only effective for like 10 years anyway. But the mark lasts a lifetime. YouTube TV ain't cheap, but I haven't had any kind of like TV in a while. I get everything I need online. All I really need is an internet connection. And a good one. Yeah, that's the problem though with cutting the cord. There's no, sports seems to be the biggest problem. Not a problem for us, but a problem for people who really do like sports. I guess YouTube TV is the answer for that. I forget how I thought YouTube Music restructured again. YouTube TV is literally TV channels. YouTube Premium is watching YouTube with no ads and being able to watch YouTube with the screen off or just listen in the background, you know? Why is this person in the middle of the crosswalk? They forgot how to drive. Jersey. Ambrose? Cold cut fueled foam. Ooh, should I get another cold cut wrap today? Maybe. Do I have a VPN? No. I think my phone might have one through Google, but I found it causes me more problems than it solves. That guy Thor from Pirate Software, he's been in the software engineering business for a while and also was involved with like defense and like hacking power plants for the government. VPN isn't really a security feature. It might help a little bit, but it's primarily just changing your location. So if that's what you're concerned about, I guess you could use that for that. But anyway, we'll walk on the hood. Yeah, next time I will. I'll roll over it. My backpack's probably too heavy for that. Coffee ice cream is good. Sorry, Marion. One day you will evolve. Kidding, sort of. Was he rebel? Good. He should. I do like that. Wasn't there like some video of something like that, like an older gentleman not taking any crap from somebody who was not driving very well? I'm sure you could find it if you just do a search using those terms. Maybe not those exact terms, but you know what I mean. It's a worst summer. Oh boy. Ube ice cream is good. When we were in Florida this one time, we somehow ended up at this boil spot, you know, like a seafood boil, but it was owned by a Filipino family. And at times they had like homemade ube ice cream. But then when we were there that night, the guy's like, we were out, we can't make any more. And so Mrs. Commuter like got his number and said, we're only here for a few more days. When can you make it again? And he was like, we can do it. I think we'll be able to do it by this day. So she's like, I'm gonna call you this day. And you'll tell me if you have it, and we're coming back. And he did, and we did, and it was really good. And also their boil was really amazing too, actually. They used some sort of their own, like, you know, seasoning concoction in the bag. That was in Orlando. I believe it was called Jay's Crab Shack. I hope they're still open because that was like 8-9 years ago or something. Jason Freeman, looking forward to my album drop with all the stream music on it. I'm gonna release it and then copyright strike myself. That's how you beat the system. Toilet Burst Salesman on Twitch, hello. It's made from like purple yams. It's like yeah, right? Marina, good morning. And we're stuck. That guy got just a coffee from Krispy Kreme. Is Krispy Kreme known for having good iced coffee? Is there a secret there that I'm not familiar with? Yeah, I feel like it kind of became a trend at some point. Ube everything. That fluffy cheesecake place, Keki, had ube flavored cheesecake, and I think puffs also, cream puffs. Both very good, by the way. Bujamin, good morning. Now Rel's going to try Krispy Kreme coffee. Yeah, that guy exited the Krispy Kreme. All he had in his hand was a coffee. There was no like bag, unless he just like shoved the whole donut in his mouth right before he left. Maybe he did that, I don't know. It's not exclusive to Ron, but you use it more than others. Trader Joe's has a bunch of Footwear products. That's true strawberry fields. I don't really, you know, have any issues with that. Tom Bot, have a good one. Thank you for your membership support. I can see it in this chat, which is nice. I don't know, in Prism chat, for anybody who still streams with Prism, can you yet see if somebody is a member? Because that was the limitation. Those are big sunflowers. Tall anyway. Some of them look a little sad. Metro Diner. It's not the one Dave likes. What was that one? Triple Decker? I forgot to ask. Is Triple Decker Diner actually like 3 floors? Yeah, I mean we got a nice day of weather here. I think it actually gets warm again tomorrow maybe, but then it's supposed to cool down and potentially rain on Saturday. We'll see. Fake Kyle Sali, yes. Pretty quiet today. Prison streams, I don't know about that. Carl C, did I miss you? Good morning. Erica, thank you. Rebel, the app? I don't even know. Sapphire wants some warmer temps. Where is it 70 degrees like all year round? Is the Bay Area pretty close to that? Adjust this thing a little. Inside your house. Gah. Gah. Hawaii's close to that on average, really? They don't their summer days like hang out in the 80s and 90s, or do you mean like it averages out to 7? I don't mean like a yearly average of 70. I mean like where like the temperature every day high is 70. Well, doesn't the sun have different temperatures depending on which part of its structure you're in? I know, I ruin everything, I know. 1:30 in Berlin. Let's see. Hmm.
See my nephew.
Justin's Journeys is back. It's been a while. You still questioning me? Douglas, hello. Good morning. Everyone sure looks depressed going to work. Yeah, just give it a couple hours when more people are going to work. Seattle's pretty consistent. Isn't Seattle, though, frequently cloudy? Is that one of its drawbacks? Is this a bot? Yes. Bros. Doesn't San Diego get pretty warm? Okay. We're in Strauss Park. Big as a washout. Oh boy, alright. Yes, Journey's End. Weren't you the random guy from the street, or is that somebody else? Oh, and thanks, you too. Yeah, it's a small park, but it's very nice. How many miles did I walk? I don't know, 4.5. Johnny 5 alive. Is this thing not responding to my adjustments? My cold cuts, my listeria. Go like that, maybe. Swanky Lex was waiting for me to send a robot out to do it. Was there some YouTuber who said, I'm going to make everything AI, and then kind of like lost his whole following? Quebble Cop or something? Like, he put out some video about it. It didn't get that great of a response, and then he like doubled down on it. Anyway. Can I see the Blue Jay? No? Unless I already missed it and it left. No, public school in New York doesn't start until after Labor Day in September. Enjoy, Sapphire. Joanne, hello. Oh, Scott D is here. Shots by Scott D. Hello. We're already there. We're here in the Upper West Side. Joanne's territory. Nope, we went through Central Park. They're always here. Working hard or hardly working? Well, this whole park is like dedicated to Isadora and Ida Strauss on the sign there. I don't know if the statue is anything specific or just a dedication. Nobody's working out right here, but Central Park had a few. There's probably more here at Riverside Park if we just go like another block behind me. Yes, the park is Titanic related. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining today. It's a nice day so far in New York. I think it's gonna stay nice, it sounds like. Let me check the weather out. It actually gets up into the mid 80s, so pretty standard summer day, but the morning at least is comfortable. And then what are we looking like for the rest of the week? Big chance of rain on Saturday. Bigger chance, well, actually I don't know. It shows clouds, but then it says 94% chance of rain. Oh, because the day is mostly cloudy and the rain really comes overnight into Sunday. All right, we'll see. And then next week continues to be like highs in the low 80s, lows in the upper 60s, low 70s. Okay, so we're still kind of standard summertime for now. Anyway, thanks again, folks, for joining, hanging out, walking through the park with us. Appreciate the Super Chat, Super Stickers, PayPal, Patreon memberships. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, not subscribers. Thank you, too. But if you are listening and not subscribed and you know, and thinking about it, let me know what I can do to help you over the hump. Anyway. I always say anyway a lot, don't I? Thanks to your thumbs. I'm always taking more thumbs. Use your thumbs to give me a thumb. Double thumbs, please. Again, what I do with them is up to me. You can't be told what I do with them. It's a secret. But I use them, don't worry. Tech questions now open, my goodness. Isadora and Ida Strauss. Not Isadora, Isadore. It's hard to read on that sign. Isadore, not Isadora, because the font has like no spacing in between the words, so it's just all meshing together. That's why I guess I got it wrong. That's right, commuter. Blame everything else except for yourself. That's how it works. Sorry. All right, what did I miss while I was in my head? 100 degree, perfect score for Norel. And of course, thanks to the mods, yes. Get those thumbs in before the end of the stream. Get us to 300 plus, please. Do it before Victoria explodes. Anyway. Baby your thumbs. All right, we did it. So again, thanks to everyone. Have a great rest of the day. I think I'm kind of busy with stuff. So I may not be able to do a stream later today, but if not, then I'll see you Friday morning. I don't know what date it is anymore. Friday morning for our commute going south. Maybe we'll get some bridges in. One day we might just go like south of Manhattan and walk around there instead of the bridges. Maybe we'll wait for a much colder day when it's going to be really uncomfortable to do the bridges. To do that though. That's pretty bad, Scott. I wouldn't be very pleased with that. Wouldn't be very pleased. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off and do a really huge throat clear because that'll just be the right thing to do. So, until we see each other again, however soon that might be, have a good one. Until next time.